feeling today? Hopefully, everyone is in good spirits, positive vibes only. You already know what time it is. This is day 2 of Dr. Sean Live Consistency Project. Okay, day 2 of the Consistency Project. You like, what is that, Dr. Sean? What is it? Tell me. I'm dying to know. So what you see before you right now is the Consistency Project. This is just something that I'm doing to prove to myself and that you can also join in on, just to build your consistency for the next 365 days. No matter where you start, no matter when you see this video, you can start where you are, which is committing to be consistent for one thing for 365 whole days. I'm only on day 2, okay? Health, hustle, and vibes. I made a commitment to grow on Twitch for the next 365 days to show up every day for at least 1 hour a day. Today we had a very busy day at the dental office. We were busy from the time we opened to the time we closed. The phone is ringing. Patients are calling, new patients, existing patients, people who we can't see because we're going out of network with their insurance. We just get so many calls from vendors and other offices. You just never know who's going to call your office. So you have a lot of people that you have to communicate with. And also, like, we just had a busy day. Denture adjustments. I did, what did I do? Crown delivery. What else did I had a couple cleanings, because when you're first starting a business in dentistry, sometimes you gotta clean teeth. Everybody ain't. I mean, hygienists up in this area of New York kind of tedious to find, but sometimes you gotta clean teeth, and that's what we at right now. Where I'm having to clean teeth, and it is what it is. So, like I said, we're going out of network with a lot of insurances. So I had a pretty busy day. The biggest thing I did today was I had a patient with a terrible abscess. Hadn't been to the dentist in a while, and it flared up. When you have those situations, you kind of need to take care of abscess and infections as soon as possible. Health, hustle, and just a good vibe check on day 2 of the Consistency Project. So the first thing, let's talk about CDP. So if you watched yesterday, I made up this thing called CDP Talk. So CDP Talk is talking about consistency, discipline, and procrastination. And we want to know how consistency, discipline, and procrastination play a part in our life. Consistency and discipline and procrastination play a major part in a level of success that you're able to achieve. Consistency is like a skill, and you can learn any skill, but you need to put time and effort into it. So with consistency is one of those things that you just have to do. Like, you can't really play around with it being consistent or make excuses when you're trying to be consistent. You can't be making excuses when you're trying to be consistent, period. All right. Now, discipline, same thing. You can't really be making excuses when you're trying to achieve discipline, because these two things are going to overshadow any mindset that says, I want to procrastinate. Okay, they two opposites. Procrastination, like, if you have the spirit of procrastination, you're going to delay things, wait. If you don't get it done today, you'll get it done tomorrow, and then tomorrow, and then tomorrow never comes. Okay? So that's why day 2 of anything that you do is going to be key. Because if you can't pass day 2, you ain't going to make it to no other days. So, for instance, if I don't show up on day 2, then day 30 is irrelevant, because you're going to keep on starting over at day 2. So pat yourself on the back for those small leaps of effort that you take, and that we take, and that I take along this consistency project, because it's important. In the beginning, you won't have the things that you hypothesize about. So I hypothesize for this consistency project that at the end, I will be able to reach a global community, motivate them, and make them make their oral hygiene intelligence elevate quite significantly. That is my goal for this. And also just to have that audience that I can go to every day. We got each other's back. I'm here chit chatting with you. If you need a little bit of uplifting, and if I'm showing up consistently and being disciplined and not trying to spread myself thin, that is going to reward me as well. So we both are being rewarded. We both are growing. We both are elevating. We both are just lit. Okay? Okay? You feel me? You'll feel me. Right. What habits are you building or breaking that are going to increase or decrease your consistency, discipline, or procrastination? If you're not consistent, you can't be great. Period. My experience day 2 of the consistency project, day 1 taught me that you just have to start. Like, in our eyes as creators and as streamers or as just people who want to advance in life, in our eyes, we need everything to line up like boom, boom, boom. I need this here, this here, this here, this here, this here. These things need to be in alignment. I need that. And as a dentist, we deal with millimeters. We don't deal with inches. We need everything to be in alignment by the millimeters, boo boo. The millimeters. So, day 1 taught me that, you just got to start. To be consistent, you just got to start. To be consistent, you can't be afraid of anything that you have in your brain that is telling you that it's going to fail, it's not going to work, no one's going to show up. You showing up for you. In the beginning, day 1 taught me that the first person who has to show up is you. I watched so many artists who tell their story and they talk about how when they first started they was getting booed. Like Lauryn Hill got booed at the Apollo. Escape. Am I dream? They used to get booed. A lot of people used to get booed when they first started, but guess what? They had to show up as their number 1 fan. You have to show up as your own number 1 fan. So that's what day 1 taught me. Day 2 probably gonna be pretty similar because we still in the hustle bustle mode. We still trying to get the audience out. Hey, I'm being consistent now, and that's gonna take a little bit of while to build trust with your audience. And day 2 is important, but day 1 taught me that. Like, it taught me that burst of energy that you start with, you want to keep that as you go along your journey. You want to keep that as you traveling along the road and saying, I am trying to do this consistency thing. I want to build something great, and the first person who has to show up is you. Who? Say it with me, guys. You. So for me, I would say the first person who has to show up is me. So say the first person who has to show up is me. M-E. That's what day 1 taught me. With this consistency project, I'm not trying to make it hard because you will tend to quit when you overcommit to things and you overdo too much. Every single day, our health, hustling, and just having those vibes that attract positivity and light into your life.